So, we are officially 2 seconds into being live. Hello, everyone. For those of you on Cause Talk Live, I'm Thermo Cosplay, and this is Insomnimat. And today we're just going to be crafting. We've had a lot of people in the past ask us for just a monthly crafting stream where we're working on something. They can see how our techniques, what our techniques are, and how we make things. And so we listened, and we've been doing that. Also, hello to everybody on Thermo Cosplay. I am streaming to you as well. So that brings me to a couple little updates for Cause Talk Live. Cause Talk Live will only be doing 2 streams a month. We may have a few special streams here and there if we're going to a special event, but in general, we're only going to have 2 streams a month. It will typically be one educational stream and then one crafting stream, or a stream where we're going to be at like
live at an event, yeah.
So yeah, I'm saving. I see that we've got another problem with Facebook again. There you go. I think.
Which we do have coming up. I think you guys are going live on Sunday of Game On.
Yeah, we're going live Sunday of Game On. We also want to announce that we officially have a sponsor now, and this sponsor we will be streaming to their YouTube account on. Anytime we have an educational, it's one of our main monthly streams, we'll be streaming to them, and they are called the Age of Radio or Age of Radioverse. So please follow them and give them a like as well. And we officially have our broadcasting studio covered, and we can stream to more locations now. So we've got a bit more control. We should be able to help things last longer too. So once again, I'm Sam from Thermo Cosplay, and I'm currently streaming a crafting session live through Cause Talk Live and Thermo Cosplay. So if you want to go to any of those YouTube channels, please do and enjoy. You're probably already watching us on them. So today I'm going to, I'm scoot back. I really need to add better sliders on my chair. My other chairs were always like wheels. This one doesn't have wheels. And every time I try to slide, I'm like, okay, I need to get those really good ones that like just shoot back like wheels.
You need more mobility.
Yeah, because my furniture sliders are great. Like, they don't scratch up my floor, but like I have to push so hard to move.
Yeah, that chair doesn't have
they sunk through the padding. Yeah. And I'm like, no. But today I'm actually you probably see the creepy person in the background. So I'm actually working, sorry, my hair is doing something weird. I'm working on fixing up my Safina. So with Safina, when I first made her, I attached her hood permanently to her corset. And while that was okay, I also attached the overskirt permanently to the corset. And unfortunately, this caused the corset to rip in a few areas. So I need to go in and reinforce those. I'm going to remove this lower skirt. And after having looked at the movie again a few times, I've noticed that Safina's overskirt is actually a lot thicker than I thought it was. So I got new fabric to line the inside and make it much thicker. I might even add some pockets this time. And I'm removing this hood and creating a new hood that defies gravity a little bit more.
That hood definitely was. You did a good job on it, but
yeah, if you're interested, if you go to my Instagram right now, you can see the new framework.
Yeah.
But the original hood was pretty good. It did stand up. It's just the problem is it's very heavy. And it has a lot of thickness because I had to use buckram to reinforce it.
It was stiff. I remember helping you get in and out of it. It was Phoenix last year, right? When you had the same hotel room and you had to put your ball.
When it's all together, like it's just hard. Like you said, it's hard to get in and out of. So I'm going to be separating that today and showing you guys all of this, and then just kind of talking through some things. If you have questions, let us know. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Raul. And hello, Cool Gamer. Thank you for joining us for our craft stream today. So this is my little box of goodies. It's where I hide all my stuff. There's a piece of my cat's fur on here. I'm not surprised by that. I had to lock him out of the room because he kept trying to climb on everything. And I will tell you guys, my cat has caught himself on fire before. He's done all kinds of things because he thought it was safe to go somewhere it wasn't. So I'm just going to keep him out of here so that he stays alive and unharmed.
Just a cat doing cat things.
Cat. The cat doing cat things only. Where is my other seam ripper? I may have put it. Oh, I may have to go get my seam ripper out of my sewing machine. But yeah, he's getting old. My cat's very old, and he just sometimes forgets that he can't do the things he used to when he was younger. So it's just one of those things where you're like, okay,
I think that's
where
life
do I want him
lessons
to
for
be,
us
and where
all.
don't I want him to be?
We all think we can do things, and then we're like, oh wait, no, I'm 30 plus.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So, oh, in case anybody didn't see that, this thing is cool. It like opens like this, and then there's the top lid. So
It's like a picnic box for your supplies. It's like a picnic box for your supplies.
It is, and I got it from IKEA for like $20. I had to build it myself, but I love it. It was awesome. And it's kind of raw wood, so you could stain it any color, but I actually like how it smells, so I don't want to stain it.
Jessica says, "I'd totally watch a cat crafting sesh. Maybe there will be a CTL cat crafting sesh somewhere down the road. You never know. Maybe not, but
I brought this. I'm not drinking out of it this time. Also, in case anybody didn't know, so the horn that I have for Safina is actually a water cup. And so when I'm at cons, I can fill this up. I have my prop, but then when I'm really thirsty, I can drink my water. Super
which is such a
useful.
smart thing to do. Like you're not, you're really focused on getting this ready for stage. So obviously getting eyed down from a cosmetic and technical level, but you're also incorporating that into your costume just for comfort for yourself, which is so smart. I love that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun. All right, so I'm just gonna start seam ripping. I guess it's just, oh yay, so exciting.
I'm not doing anything fun. I don't have any cosplays I'm working on at the moment, so I'm just doodling because I had a stressful day at work, and
Yeah, that's
I'm now gonna draw because it helps me de-stress, and we're just chilling here. And let us know if you have any questions, tips, tricks, anything like that. But yeah, Sam, your Game On, we said, is coming up. That's the masquerade you're getting this ready for, correct?
Yeah, I'm getting this ready for Game On Expo. Competing. So I the rest of like the bottom half of this, the skirt, I won't have to seam rip. I'm just gonna cut it. But the hood is attached to an area that will be seen, so I can't exactly just cut that part out. I mean, I could, but then I'd have to resew all the bias again. I really don't feel like doing that. So it's the slow and steady thing with seam ripping. If you've ever messed up, this is a seam ripper, and you can use the inside of it to rip seams. So you'll go in here, and you will catch a seam, and then rip it without ripping the fabric. So let me catch a seam, and I'll show you. Or catch a thread. So I've caught a thread, and then I'm going to do this, and now I can separate it more. Yeah. So those are really useful.
It's got two separate little points to catch the thread and cut it all in one little motion. They are very pokey, though. I have it in the box, and I always accidentally poke myself on it.
I poke myself, like, I cut myself with a butter knife when I was loading my dishwasher yesterday. Like, I cut myself with a butter knife on my finger. Guys, I don't know.
Just because you're too smooth. You're smoother than butter.
It's because it's me. I was like, how did I cut myself so bad with a butter knife? Yeah, it's the things that happen. But, yeah, no. So for Game On Expo, I'm competing as Safina in Master Level. And tonight I actually have to send them my audio and updated description. And then for Fan Fusion, I'm doing a couple things. You guys should keep a close eye on their schedule. They're starting to post stuff. But I have a cool plan for costumes. I'm going to make, anybody here Polly Baldur's Gate?
They are repping the Baldur's Gate this year. It's going to be like BalderCon.
I wish I had it at Game On, because Game On has Baldur's Gate.
Right.
But I'm not wearing my Baldur's Gate costume because I won't have it ready till Fan Fusion. So.
Yeah. Or yeah, Game On is the one with all of the Baldur's Gate guests.
All the Baldur's Gate. Yeah, it's a Baldur's Gate reunion, Baldur's Gate 3. So I'm doing Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm going to be one of the priestesses of Umberly. I can't say her nickname and what they call her in the game because YouTube might dox us, but not dox us. We might get in trouble and put into the adult category. But it's they call the goddess Umberly a queen slang word for dog, female dog. So that's what they call her. I'm still tempted to do a funny version of it, but it only depends on whether or not I can afford this particular body prosthetic. If I can't, I'll just stick with the female version. But there's this one version of the priestesses that I really want to do just I don't even like this character, but I want to do it so bad anyways. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're not a fan of that character, but
I'm not a fan of that character, but that dress on him is hilarious. He looks fantastic in that dress.
He does.
So part of me's like,
it's the vampire dude, right? Astarion.
Yeah, Astarion, yeah.
I'm trying to find the pictures I took of you at Phoenix and Safina just to show some stuff while you're sewing.
Why you seem ripping so much torture? Seam ripping really is torture, though. I'm serious, guys.
Folder, but maybe
I'm so happy that I didn't actually sew the whole hood around. I just like.
Oh, it is. It's hand sewing and seam ripping are the worst.
Yeah, I just tacked this down in the heaviest areas because I wanted it to be able to move a little bit, but dang it. Okay, there we go.
I don't know what I'm doing for Game On. I'm only going Saturday. I need to figure out what I'm gonna wear, or maybe I'll just go and take pictures. I don't know.
Stab myself again. Oh, I mean, you could do your Toad.
Knuckles is gonna be there. Maybe I'll wear Knuckles or Toad. Yeah, one of those two probably because they're comfortable.
Hey, if you wear Knuckles, we'll match. We'll both be in red.
What are you wearing Saturday? We'll both be red, yeah, Safina.
I was like, wait, that's Safina on Saturday.
Yeah, that's Saturday.
I think I'm going alone on Sunday, so it sounds like nobody's going.
I haven't heard from my parents. I thought they had someone coming into town, so I thought I was gonna be busy Sunday, but if not, I might go this whole weekend. I don't know. We'll see.
Just
I have to talk to them.
Just let me know. I think Jess is going. Okay, so Jess is going Game On Sunday. Yeah, because like I want to stream that day, but then also I'm going to be helping the New Arizona Republic. And for those of you who don't know, Game On is in a new location this year. It means technically it's still the Phoenix Convention Center, but it's the North Building, correct? I think it's the North Building. Yeah, I think they're doing the North Building this year.
Yeah, the North. Yeah, the North Building. Oh yeah, Jess says she's gonna wear her Tifa cosplay because the new remake
on Saturday. I'm doing my Final Fantasy cosplay on Sunday because I can't do it Saturday. I'm doing Safina. I'm competing, so I won't be wearing my Aerith until Sunday.
Oh yeah, that mobile game one that looked really good on you. That picture was. I love Aerith. It was a cool design for her.
Yeah, I liked it. And it's pretty easy to get on. And it has pants, so I can use the bathroom without needing help.
Yay, pants.
Guys, it's so exciting when you're a cosplayer and you can just go use the bathroom and you don't need like 2 or 3 extra pair of hands. It's actually why I like wearing Safina too, because it's just you take the skirts and you just roll them under your underarms and you're good. In case anybody's ever worn a dress and they're wondering, how do people use the bathroom in them? Well, you take really long dresses and you roll it up like a sleeping bag and you stick it under your underarms.
Just like that.
Just like that.
And that's one I know. I know we're just like streaming, but that's one thing to always to be like considerate of is like, is your costume gonna fit in the bathroom stalls at the location you're going to?
Oh my goodness, yeah. So when you're crafting, there's a lot of things you need to think about. You need to think about, can I get into a car with this? If I can't, do I have room in my car to travel? Like, take half of this separately. Can I sit down in my wig? Can I drive myself? Can I use the bathroom? Am I able to eat in this? Will I need to bring extra makeup with me if I need to reapply things? What happens, like, say you're like, I'm wearing a bald cap, but I'm also making her little cap thing this time, so I have a little bit more support with the hood until I drop it in the middle of my
Oh, like
performance.
like so it doesn't have her showing the
Yeah, because she
bald.
has a hood, and so I'm just gonna
Yeah,
draw the stuff with like alcohol paint, let it dry, and then cover it all day long and not worry about it. And then during the performance, have something cool. I don't know what yet, but I'll have something cool happen. And then that's when you'll see it. But you have to think about stuff like, if for some reason my bald cap tore because someone walked by with a costume that got caught on my head, which is entirely
yeah,
possible. Like, sharp objects, like
absolutely,
some people are walking in big armor and they're not paying attention. And I mean, I've had people with sharp armor just like catch some of my clothing and leave like just leave, like
absolutely.
pull out a string or stuff. So always think about backup options in case something goes wrong. And think about crafting them too, or buying those backup options. So
Yes,
Raul
Jessica.
says it'll be
Want
my
to make
first
sure
time
you're able to
going
use all
to Game
the
On
forms.
Expo. And yeah, so Raul said it's going to be his first time going to Game On Expo, but honestly, I have no idea. Wait, I don't have any video game cosplays. That's okay. You do a lot of Pokemon cosplays, and there's a
I
lot
was
of
gonna say
Pokemon
Pokemon,
videos.
even though if it's animated, it started from the games. Happy belated Pokemon Day, by the way, world. Since you're watching us, that was, I think, what, 2 days ago or yesterday?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've been busy with work
Yeah, it's been
and getting
a
my car back. I've had chaos, guys. I've had chaos this year. People who are very close to me know that this year has been trying.
trying
Trying.
my patience.
Yeah.
Everyone's patience.
I'm out so much money from all the insane things that have happened just in a few months' time.
It's only. I mean, we're both beginning of the year birthday people, so we've also both had our birthday, and it's just been like, it's been an interesting
I
2 months.
feel like 6 months has gone by and we're not
Yeah,
even on
it's
the
only.
last day of February yet.
Oh yeah, it's leap year. That's tomorrow. That's weird.
But what
Yeah,
costumes are
your
you
gas
guys
day
working
cosplay would
on?
be great, Raul. I wore Milo. I've worn Milo twice to Game On, or no, once to Game On last year. And he was a gym leader from Pokemon. So yeah,
Oh, you wore
there's
it
a
last year
lot of
and the year
Pokemon.
before that. You wore it twice.
Did I? I remember I wore it to Uwu.
You wore it the year before that too, because I have you on stream.
Okay, yeah. So
It
I've
was
worn
when
it.
you first put it together and you didn't have everything done yet. I think you just had the shirt and like maybe a random hat, and you were still wearing the wig and you hated the wig. It was the
Yeah,
first time you wore the wig and you're like, no.
no. I just hate wigs. There's just gonna start dyeing my hair for every costume.
Actually, his hair is pink, right?
Milo's is, yeah.
I have a bunch of pink hairspray you can have because I don't need it anymore because my hair isn't pink anymore. So I don't have to worry about. Look, guys, I got the hood off. Wait, can you
Sam's
just
in,
put it on?
Sam's in the hood.
Wait.
Now she's in the hood.
I am the hood now. Oh, this is cool. Maybe I should keep this.
You should
Use
wear
it
it
for
to Ren
something
Fair
else.
one year, like after you're done, like using it for competition. That'd definitely be a fun one to wear to fair. It
Well, I
might be
don't
kind
even
of
use it for
hot, but
competition anymore. This is gone. This will never be attached to anything again. So maybe I could
oh,
use this
that's
for a
the
Renaissance fair piece.
Oh, that's the old hood. You're doing a completely new hood.
I'm doing a completely new hood. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just
And then
rewiring
here,
and structuring.
guys, look at the framework. Look.
Oh, she looks like an egg.
Well, kind of, but that's gonna be the completely new hood. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
gonna
because
be
it's gonna go
because
up.
hers stood up a lot higher than mine could. So I want to actually have like that. Boom.
Yeah, hers was like a whole nother head, like above her head almost. It was, you could like see the shadow on her head. That's cool. It almost looks like the thing for dresses.
It is. It's actually a child tube skirt.
Oh, okay.
I went in and I removed a bunch of excess stuff from it. I took out some of the boning. I'm going to add armature wire into some areas so I can curve it a little bit more. And then I've pinned in sections where I'm going to sew them together and then add buttons to the corset or the underdress. I might do the underdress so that I can secure it. So that way I can take it off in pieces and not have to worry about pulling this crazy thing over my head and potentially, tearing my beautiful bald cap.
Yeah,
so
definitely. Like if the wind catches you, because it can definitely create a funnel if it's that.
Yeah, so that's why I'll have 3 pieces of armature wire at the top 3 circle skirt areas, and then everything else will just have its standard boning. I'm using a lightweight polyester, so it shouldn't weigh it down too much.
Smart.
So, yeah.
It's like you know what you're doing or something.
I know how to do this or something, yeah. So, but I will have to put on the top, there's one band on the top, I'm going to sew a magnet into it. And then for the cap that I'm going to wear, I'm going to sew a magnet into that. So that way, when I pull the cap off, the whole thing falls back, but the cap doesn't get lost. Plus, it'll keep that hood pulled up a little bit further because naturally gravity is going to make it fall back. Even though the boning and stuff, gravity just pulls on it, right? So by having a magnet on my head helping support the extra weight, it should settle into that weird position hers is in. I actually think they may have done that for hers because I noticed when she was moving around in the movie, her cap was almost always like somehow like it never separated fully from the back. So I'm wondering if they did have some kind of attachment to keep it popped.
I mean, that makes sense for how there's some scenes where she's doing. I mean, even if it's a stunt double doing the movements, there were scenes where she's,
airbending. At the very end, you see her take the cap off, and like in that first scene, she takes the cap off, and then they cut away from her, and then when they cut back, she has an entirely different top dress because there's no way you could have that pop and then also drop down into a hood that is relaxed. It would not relax. Like anything with that structure would not relax. So, that's. Here's my hope. It looks as cool as I'm imagining. It could be a goofy transition or it could be really cool, but we'll see.
I mean, you're thinking out of the box, which is already exciting. So
yeah,
it should be exciting.
Yeah, it's really cool. But I'll show anybody who hasn't seen it yet again, and then I'll come back. But that is.
It reminds me of Lady Gaga. I don't know why.
I mean, she makes crazy stuff like that. You're not wrong. But yeah, that's my. That is what I'm doing for Safina. So, all right. So I got the hood removed. Now I need like the skirt is attached to the corset right here. So here's like the corset and everything. But unfortunately, the weight of the skirt caused it to start tearing in here. So I can take this apart and fix it and use some cause bond reinforcer on the inside. But that means I need to remove the skirt. And so I'm going to make an attempt at seam ripping it and seeing how patient I'll be. But if I get super impatient, I can just cut the skirt off because I actually need, I have to cut it off anyways because the corset right now. So when I was looking at her the first time I saw her, I thought like I was referencing a drawing and it curved more, but in the movie and in future, like when they finally released like the concept art for her, I realized that it's actually completely straight across. So I need to take mine from curved to straight across. So.
Wait, which part are you talking about?
This portion right here. So it points down, where hers is cut straight across.
Straight across. I need to rewatch that movie. I'm sad it did bad in theaters. Probably, unfortunately, tanks it.
I think it's on Amazon Prime for free now.
It is. Yeah, I think it is. It's just I would like a sequel because I thought it was pretty good, but I doubt it'll happen. Never know. But It didn't do well box office wise.
I need to draw a straight line across here. I don't want to cut this wonky.
Everyone who's watching, have you guys all had it's Wednesday? Have you guys all had a good week? Anything fun to report? I'm ready for. Me and Sam will be at the Renaissance Festival on Saturday as well. I'm excited for that.
Pirates Weekend. That's why we're going to be at the Renaissance
Festival. Not your average pirates. And I'm so excited. I hope people have a good reaction because I've never really seen it there. I've seen like a Luffy or a Zoro, but I've never seen Chopper. So I'm like, well, people know what I am, or are they just gonna think I'm a weird guy?
No, I think they'll know who you are.
He's not in the Netflix version yet, but because Renaissance Festival isn't like a con or anything, so it's kind of weird to dress up out of typical Rennie outfits, but it's Pirates Weekend, and I think it's just fun. Zoro kind of fits either way, because either way, you're just going to be a cool pirate with green hair.
I know. Be easy, nice and simple,
and comfortable, and it's cooling down. I'm surprised with it's kind of windy and gray out, and that makes me excited for this weekend. I thought it was going to be like 80 something, but it keeps going down, which is good for me, bad for you. I'm sorry.
I'm going to freeze.
We'll just have to give you plentiful mead. And keep you in the sunshine.
Right.
Oh yeah, if you see us at fair, Raul, definitely say hi.
This part
if you don't have if you don't have a costume, you can rent them there, but I would definitely think it can get kind of expensive. So I'd recommend just going to a Goodwill and just see what you can scavenge up, because you can pretty easily find tunic tops, like baggy pants and stuff. Capes are harder, but around Halloween you can find those pretty easily. But yeah, don't be an archer for Ren Fair if that's what you want to do. I believe in you. Though they don't like weapons check or anything there, do they? I don't think we got bag check.
They weapons check.
They weapons check? Okay.
Yeah.
They don't bag check, but
they basically check. Peace tie you. You get peace bonded.
Yeah. Which is good. I mean, I've never, I guess, brought a weapon, so I've never thought about that.
So, okay. Got this cut open. I need to figure out where the tear is. I think it's over here. It's gonna be so much higher on me now. It's gonna be
like a little crop top.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna have a really high-waisted skirt.
No, I know, but I feel like you could just wear that as a little cute.
Straight up a medieval crop top.
Medieval crop tops. Instead of slicing off your head, let's slice off your shirt. Just half of it, though.
Alright, I need to pull out some of these strings and then get my reinforcer. I'm probably gonna have to buy more reinforcer and cause bond. I'm running low. Okay. So on the inside of my corset, it just tore a little bit right here, so I'm just gonna fix it. Flip this inside out. should be good now. I'm gonna do one more piece though. You never. Oh wait, that's paper. I don't cut. I cut paper with this. Okay. By the way, different scissors for different cuts. Very important. Don't mess up your sewing scissors because you're way too lazy to switch scissors. Just don't do it.
Yeah, I learned that lesson. I only had one pair of scissors, and then I cut fabric with scissors. I had also just cut like foam and glue with, and it was a bad idea.
Just doesn't work very well. Okay. So, these away, and then this here. And in here I should have some fabric clips. I do. I'll start clipping on the bias that's going to go on the bottom of this. I'll go with the thicker bias.
Because here at CTL, we're down with the thickness. You said I'm going to go with a thick bias. So I said here at CTL, we're down with the thickness.
The thickness.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Man, I can't believe it's March already. It's crazy. We have a pretty busy March. Game
Yeah,
on,
we do.
some other stuff going on. Before we know it, it's going to be April. Crazy, crazy.
All right, bias tape. One rule of bias tape if you've never applied it. Make sure you look at it. You see this side? Oh, that's interesting. Then you flip and see the other side, and you see how you can see like a separation, like there's two. Always take the taller part of the bias and put it on the front of the fabric. And that way you're ensuring that you're going to always sew through to the other side. So just something to note that some people may or may not know.
What was a thermo cosplay hot tip?
Hot tip of the day.
Wow, 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 wow. I feel like we should have like sirens and lights go up. No, you're let's not do that. But man, is it Friday yet?
No.
I'll be real. I'm pooped. It's been a week. I don't even want to go to work tomorrow. But we got bills to pay, so we can do the things we want to do, right?
Yeah. That is indeed the truth. Okay.
Did anyone watching go to Matsuri Festival? I heard that was a pretty big event. There was a lot, pretty busy. I saw some pictures. Anyone watching went? Just curious, because this is, I think, the first year I haven't gone in a few years. Because I went last year, went after 2020. I didn't get to go this year. I was pooped. Thinking about going on the Sunday, but I was like, no, I'm going to stay home. Yeah, real life gets in the way, Raul. That's definitely what happens. And it's a free event with food. Oh, Sam's, what are you showing? Oh, Clippy?
Just showing that instead of pens, you can use clips.
Oh, you said pins instead of clips? Yeah, the pins make me nervous. Especially when you're sewing and you're like, and you're like pulling them out. I'm like, oh. Sewing should be a sport. So intense. Could you imagine if they had like sewing on the Olympics and you're sitting there watching people like sew?
Be relaxing.
She's rounding the corner up on her final scene.
Oh, I tell you, I like clipping fabric though. It's very satisfying.
I like clipping chip bags. It's the only thing I can think of that I would ever use clips on.
Like it too is satisfying.
What made you want to cosplay Safina? What made this character stand out for you? And you're like, I need to do that.
She was bald.
Kind of thought that might be the answer.
I mean, that's one thing. I've always wanted to do a bald cap. So it was the first time I got to finally do a bald cap. But also, I always found the Wizards of Thay very interesting. Because it's so weird how they're like super, they're like hell-bent on domination, but they also, it's like they want to dominate the world by turning everyone undead. But then they want balance. It's weird. I don't know. They seem kind of like, yeah, they seem more like neutral evil than like chaotic evil. Like some of the things they're trying to do kind of make sense, and then the rest of it's like,
That's a big jump.
Yeah.
I could maybe get behind some of this other stuff, but what?
Yeah. Like you wanna do what to an entire village? What?
Yeah, that scene where they just like summoned down the red cloud. I was like, that's intense. You just like turned a whole city of people.
It's like, I don't know if I can get behind this anymore. I'm sorry. Oh, it's cool. In Baldur's Gate, they mentioned the Wizards of Thay. You can like find this crazy book in like this secret cellar. And I still haven't figured out how to open it yet because I don't think I have any characters evil enough. But maybe one day.
I found it. Well, I found a picture. Share screen. Which one was it? Yeah. Can you see that?
Hang on, I have to add it.
Oh, okay.
Hang on. We're going to do this. We're going to get this. There we go.
I remember with your
we went to get donuts.
Yeah, we went to get donuts and you're like, I'll come, and I was like, but you're in a bald cap, and you're like, so and it was so funny. It was smart to help it dry and stuff, but it was a fun process to watch you put that on, and you did really well for the first time. Like the scene.
Yeah, all I did was watch videos and then hope that my knowledge of special effects makeup to that point was useful.
Yeah, that turned out really good. I think I had one other one.
Oh god, I'm being so clumsy right now.
You okay?
Yep, I just keep trying to throw my bias tape across the room.
Why do you do that?
I'm just tired, guys. I had a long day at work. And
I feel.
I think my brain's just done.
All right. This isn't the most flattering picture, but this is when you had it
Okay,
look like
we'll
all
put it for
full
you.
and set, ready to go. Mostly of Jinx because she's putting
I
it
also
on
realized I
herself.
drew that symbol on upside down.
Did you?
Yeah, it was supposed to be the other way.
Well, you
This is
still
what happens when you have to wake up at like 5:30 in the morning to do your makeup.
Yeah, you were up well before me and Jinx were.
Yeah. Well, I
Which
wasn't
is
sure how
not
long it would
uncommon.
take the glue to dry for the ball cap, and it was a good thing it did because I think it took almost 30 minutes for each side to dry enough before I could actually start, blending it into my skin.
Which is definitely something to think about if you're in a more humid climate.
It's like a client?
If you
There's
are
humid
doing
client?
something where you have to wait for it to seal before you can even start painting other things, that's something to be aware of on your, dress day, that you may have to wake up another couple hours early just to make sure you have time to apply things. But in Arizona, we're kind of blessed with instant drying.
Yeah, it went pretty fast. I just knew the makeup because of how my hair is pretty dark, unfortunately, and so I knew the makeup would have to be pretty thick because of how dark my hair is. So most people, when they're doing latex caps, they don't have to concern themselves about that because most latex caps are nude. The problem with vinyl, because I can't wear latex, is that vinyl caps are translucent. They're completely see-through, which means you blend them. They blend really well. They blend just like silicone blends when you're applying it with like a Cabo patch. It's essentially you take Prosade and you mix it with like cottons and stuff, and you can patch it to look identical to your skin. So it's just because it was so translucent, I had to do the front part of my makeup and then set aside a palette, and Matt helped do the back side of my makeup until we got to the point where we're like, look, this is as pale as it's going to get. The kind of veiny look on the back of the head that's remaining actually resembles like evil veins coming up like she has on the back of her head. So it worked. We just left them there.
It worked, yep. I remember that.
So.
Oh, yeah. This is the other one. This is a picture I took and Sam edited, and it's a very cool picture. We took that like right outside. Oh, sorry, you have to keep hitting.
No, it's okay.
Allow. We took it like right outside the hotel just because the lighting was coming down nicely, and I was like, "Wait, stand there, stop!" And then you did like the whole move. And it was
like, "Sir, yes, sir."
It was a good picture, and I liked it. But then you got to get you a girl who can do both. You were Louisa the next day, right? Or was it the day
Yep.
the day after?
Yep.
We did an Encanto
shoot. It was the next day. I went from an evil chaos witch to a very strong, burrow carrying woman.
Yeah, burrow carrying woman. There you go.
Okay. Well, I officially have the bias clipped to the bottom, so now it'll be completely straight once it's sewn. And I have a separating zipper in the back so that I've got the bottom part of the zipper tucked in, so it's like hidden, like underneath here it'll be hidden, but I can completely unzip it, and then it just is pretty easy to get on and off.
Oops. Did a lot of your makeup transfer last year onto like the back of the hood, or did it stay pretty?
What was that?
Like the makeup on the back of your head, did that transfer a lot onto the back of the hood, or did it stay off pretty well?
No, it was a little bit, just a little bit on it, like it was a little bit more pale,
especially with
but
how
it washed right out.
That's cool.
Washed right out. So, nothing super permanent. I don't think I want to put this on her yet. I was trying to decide if I wanted to put it on her. We've got 15 minutes. I was gonna start some more, but I think I'll be too involved in it, and then all of a sudden I'll forget that we have to end the stream. So I'm just gonna.
I can keep an eye on it. Out. Don't stop working. I'll keep an eye on it.
What?
If you don't want to, I can keep an eye on the clock if you want to keep working.
No, because I was gonna show some like work in progress of me actually working on Safina, like what she looked like when I was working on her.
Oh, so perfect.
That they can see because like if you guys haven't seen it, so let me share what the character actually looks like. Here are the different files that I use. So this was the original reference, but when I got it, this picture wasn't this nice, and I didn't realize it was straight across the waist. I thought it was curved. It's straight across the waist, and I was like, oh, okay.
Well, yeah,
All
the
right.
smoke effect is hiding the whole.
Yeah, and that's
there.
another thing too. That's one more thing I want to do. I actually want to airbrush the bottom of my sleeves and my dress to have that ombre look.
Yeah,
I don't want to dip dye it. I want to airbrush it because airbrush will have more control. Plus,
Yeah.
and if the airbrush spatters, it'll just look like more of that dusty, weird, crazy coloring she has in the movie.
Like just the decay of the costume being on her and around her.
See, it's like super nice, and like in this shot it's darker, but you can see where it popped. There's no way that this would just drop down into a casual hood.
No.
Like this has structure in it. So I'm going to do my best to emulate it. But I had to find pictures from the actual like lit parts of the movie because my dress is that color red in the light parts, but the dark parts it needs to what's the word? I need to airbrush the bottom so that because the bottom's very like dark. I don't know if I'll go true black. I think I might mix a lot of. I think I'm gonna do
like purple or navy maybe.
Yeah, and I might not even like I might sponge it and then blend it up. So I might not even worry about airbrushing it.
Yeah, sponging.
Because again, I don't want to dip dye it, and I noticed it's only her overdress that turns dark. Her underdress stays red. So I want that cool juxtaposition.
Yeah, and you can really see it in that second shot.
Yeah, because right there, that second shot, you can see the underdress is still completely normal red.
Yeah.
It's just the overdress, her overskirt.
Overdress.
And her sleeves. Mm-hmm. And it's only part of it, too. It's only like the lower half of it. So it's like the corruption is spreading up towards her.
Yep.
Now, I'm hoping to at least get this front tattoo drawn. If I can, like, if I have enough time, I'll draw the rest of the tattoos on the side of her head. But I'm actually looking at some stencils and seeing if I can transfer like water-based tattoos to my head and then seal them with like hairspray and let it dry before I put the cap on, and hopefully it doesn't damage them. I can do at least the alcohol ink for the front one, but the side ones are very complicated, and I'm like,
what about the
water-based transfers?
What about? I mean, I guess you don't want it on your head for that long. I was gonna say one of those sticky things, but you don't want it on your head.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I can design a custom ink box, but this would be on a vinyl head bald cap. I don't think they'll work
if they'll transfer.
Yeah,
probably not.
So I want something very temporary. So I was planning on like I was going to design it, but there's all I have to do is put a couple pieces of little fire. There's already tons of fire water soluble tattoos, so I'm just gonna put that, and then I'm going to draw the front one on.
Yeah, that literally looks like tribal, like barbed wire or something you can find.
Yeah. Somewhere. It's pretty easy to emulate. There's some of them that you just have like it's just shapes and you can just put it on there, so that makes it simple. And then but I was gonna show you guys the work in progress. Where is Cause Planner? Or is it Cosplay Planner? That's its cause, right? Cosplay Planner? Yeah, Cosgear. Okay.
You're talking about that
I
app?
have like some work in progress, and I was like, crap, what is? Let me in. Yay. Okay. So let me go to my completed. I'm going to share this. Share my screen and show you guys. So I'm in the Cosplay Planner app by Cosgear. I'm going to go to my completed section, and I have Safina in here. And these are my original progress photos. So I started with, I used a base pattern for an Anna and Elsa vest. And then I made that, and I put it on my mannequin, and I put the center boning in to make sure it was secure. Then I put it on my own body and tailored it in and brought it in more to figure out how much of a dart I needed to cut out. And then I cut it out and had the form. So I had so Jinx Cosplay showed me how to use boning. It comes typically very curved, kind of like it's just super curvy. So you have to actually put wax paper on it and iron it flat. and then you can insert it into like whatever it is you're sewing. So for this, for the corset, I added bias on the inside and I slid the pieces of boning in. And then I have an outer layer of fabric and an inner layer of fabric that I sewed all together. And then I finished off the neck and sleeve portions with bias to keep it clean.
And for anyone who's watching who may, they might not understand exactly. So when you like, Sam takes progress photos, one to show her own work, but two, since she is entering it in the masquerade, a lot of actually those contests do require pictures and evidence that you made this, how you made this, and in fact can actually help influence your scores and really like show your I almost said penmanship. You're not writing. you're sewing.
Your sportsmanship.
So that's why it's this app is a great thing to help one keep all those pictures in one spot, but also just show your progress, mark your progress. I think you can also do like percentages on like what you need to do, how much of it is done, things you still need to go buy, things you still need to go make, things that are in process. So it's a super cool app. But yeah, just in case anyone was wondering, why she might just have all these pictures, it's not cool, or it's cool just to have, for your own self, but it's also, if you are someone who is going to be entering into competitions or masquerades, it's important to be able to show the work that you have.
Yep, no, it's absolutely correct. Plus, another reason I do this is I've made so many costumes that sometimes I come up with a technique or a skill, and I can't remember how I did it. And so I go back to figure out how I did that. And it's very useful to have these photos when you're trying to remember everything.
Absolutely.
So I completely recommend that. Taking progress photos is more for than for just competition. Why can't I speak today? I can't speak today. I'm just having a problem, guys. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so I mean, during this session, we got a hood completely removed. We got the skirt completely removed. We got the inside of the corset that was ripped completely repaired, and now it's just going to be well, there we go. There, I'm gonna need to adjust this a little bit with the tape. There we go. Okay. This tape might need a little finagling, but that's okay. So I'll play with the tape a little bit and fix that up. But yeah, everything's pretty good now, I'd say. If you guys have questions, let us know. Otherwise, where can people reach you, Matt?
You can reach me on mostly Instagram. You can see my name. It's insomni.matt. I do part-time cosplay, mostly here just helping them on events and things like that. But I do cosplay, and I do a practicing learning photographer. So if you want to book any sessions, hit your boy up. But yeah, that's where you can mostly find me, is insomni.matt on Instagram.
And then I'm Thermo Cosplay. You can find me at thermocosplay.com. And this is Cause Talk Live. You can find us on causetalk-live.com. Let me type this out and then send it to all of you. Again, as a reminder, we will only be streaming twice a month. One will be every, it will be a Saturday or Sunday sometime in the month, and it will be educational. And then the other will be a Wednesday, and it will be usually a crafting session. But we might have to, we may have to swap those. But basically, we'll always do one Saturday or Sunday and one Wednesday every month.
We'll keep you posted if there's, a change. Like, oh, there's a con on this day, so we're switching a different day or something. You guys will know. Mm-hmm. We'll make sure to post and keep it up to date. And there's all the links.
Yep. All right. And again, I am Thermo Cosplay, and this is Insomni.Matt. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up because I did not expect to get through. Honestly, I thought the seam ripping was going to take longer. Like, I've got some little bits and pieces and doodads to cut off, but Otherwise, we're pretty much done. So we will see you guys again. We are going to stream again Sunday at Game On Expo, so that would be March 17th. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful end to your February, and maybe we'll see some of you at Pirates Weekend this weekend at the Arizona Renaissance Festival.
Yar.
Come say hi. Otherwise, we'll see you at Game On Expo and Phoenix Fan Fusion and beyond. So see you, everyone. Bye.